Okay, so we're continuing on from question 2b. So the main program declares a 1D array named the boxes, and it's going to be of type hidden box. The main program can store up to 10,000 elements as a local variable, so it's going to be 10,000 elements. Write the code for the main program. Boom. Okay, so this is our class, and then it seems to be saying we should have a main program down here, which is not exactly object oriented, but yay, exams. Okay, so we should have a main program, but that should be calling some things really. Okay, anyway, so that's to be called the boxes, I believe, is the name of the array. Yep, of type hidden box. Okay, so let's start by declaring it. So just like we did declare before, now it's not going to be private this time because it's not inside of a class. So we're going to have declare the boxes, and that's going to be an what's my colon there? Can't remember. Anyway, again, as long as it's clear, as long as you've marked it well enough, it shouldn't matter which order you put stuff in. So that's going to be array from 0. Now I think it said 10,000. It's 10,000. So 10,000 minus 1 is 9,999. And it's going to be of hidden box. Okay, so we're using an array of hidden boxes. Exciting. Okay, so then I actually need to make that there as a blank array, the boxes. Now I could create an array of none for 10,000 items, like I could do none times 10,000. Okay, and that would give me a variable, that would give me an array of emptiness times with 10,000 spaces in it. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use until I read ahead on the question a little bit. Again, if it works, you should get the points. It's just sometimes it's easier, especially for abstract data types, I find, to be making an empty array rather than doing it there. Other ways on. So yeah, where are we? Okay. Okay, the procedure new box takes the name, creator, date hidden, and game location of the box as input. Creates an instance of hidden box and appends it to the boxes. So as soon as it says append to the boxes, that makes me think I'm just going to make it as an empty array that I'm going to append to. Okay, now it says it's going to be a procedure called new box. Now I'm not super happy mixing procedures and classes and stuff. Maybe it's just me growing up in a Java environment, but it just feels like you're kind of mixing two types of programming together for no real reason. But it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to do it after my class. So I've got my imports, and I'm going to have my class, and then I'm going to have a def, and I thought I copied it, but I didn't, def new box. Now notice no self because it is a procedure. It's not part of the class. Only the classes use, only the methods in the class use self. So new box. Now new box is going to ask for these three things as an input. And it's going to create an instance of hidden box with them and append it to the end of the boxes. Write the program code for the procedure new box. Now it doesn't say whether I should take the array as a parameter or not, so I suspect I have to, or use it as global. Fingers crossed I don't get marked down, but in some cases you're just going to have to take your best guess. Now that seems like it's going to be almost creator, what's the name, I wonder? So it's going to take the name, creator, date hidden, and game location. Name, creator, date hidden, game location. Oops, and it says I'm going to do them as inputs. Sorry, my apologies, not parameters. It's going to be as inputs. So I'm going to have name equals input enter the box name. Okay, and then creator is going to equal enter the creator name, creator of the box. Okay, and then date hidden is going to be a bit weirder. So I'm going to say date hidden equals, and then another input, enter the date the box was hidden. Now I probably want to give it the format that I want it in, and for that I'm going to have to figure out the date time stuff. So I'm going to look up, well, obviously you can't in an exam, but here at this point you might want to look up how we write the date time. I'm going to try it as UK version first. So we're going to have day, month, and then year. Okay, so I'm going to suggest it in that format. I'll see. Again, I can play with it if it doesn't work later, because paper 4, yeah, you actually get to program. And game location. So it's going to be input. Enter the game location. Okay. So now I want to make an instance of the box. Oh, sorry, up here I want to be bringing in the boxes, don't I, as a parameter. So I'm going to bring in the boxes as a parameter. And I'm going to create an instance of the box. So let's call it box instance. And that is going to equal hidden box. And it's going to contain, the hidden box is going to contain the name. It's going to contain the creator. It's going to contain the date hidden, which I might need to fix. And it's going to contain the game location. Okay, and now I still need to go back and deal with this in a second. It doesn't let me mark it, but still, I need to come back and deal with this date hidden. But then just to check, what does it want me to do? Then it wants me to append it to the end of the boxes. So again, the boxes could be global, or it could be a parameter. Parameters generally are a better way to deal with it. So the boxes.append, and then the box instance. Okay, now in theory what I could do is just get rid of that whole line and just put that directly into there and just break it down into nice clear steps, because, well, why not make it nice and readable? But there's no need for that variable really. That could just be copied directly into here instead. Okay, now I need to figure out this date hidden thing. So here, this is where I may have to cheat slightly, but let's run it and see. So date hidden, I think I have to do date time dot date time brackets date hidden. I suspect that's not going to work. But let's see. Okay. Data. How was the data time date hidden? Okay. Let's see if it works or not. I suspect it's not going to. I think I have to break it down into commas and things. Anyway, it's not that hard to do, but let's run it and see. See, we're getting something weird here. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, so then if I call new box, Oh, I need to do a new box. The boxes to see if it works. Enter the name of the box. B1. Chris. Enter the date the box was hidden. So let's do the 1st of the 1st, 2024. Enter the game location. France. No, I thought France. Okay. String object cannot be interpreted as an integer. So here, I think my date hidden has to be broken up and changed into being integer values at those different points. So we could break it down. Again, I'm not sure I should be using date time or not. I could just put it in. Is it going to ask me? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, while I don't have to be returning anything, I'm just going to change this to be date hidden. Now, if it asks me to do some calculations later, I'm going to have to change the date hidden to work using the date time. And hopefully I don't actually need it. Maybe I've been complaining about nothing. Enter the name of the box, B1. Created the box, Chris. Date it was done is the 1st of the 1st, 1971. Enter the game location, Japan. Okay, I mean, it didn't crash, so that's a good sign. Now, if I were to print my box there, hopefully I would see something has been added. Okay, so let's go from there. If I've said this is date, I'm going to have to change that to be string for now, because the date hidden is currently a string. Only if we're using the date time, which we might have to do later, we're going to have to break it down as into its constituent parts. Okay, so where are we? Done. Okay, after declaring the array, the main box program calls new box. Edit the main program to call new box. Well, actually, I've done that already. Okay, so I did that anyway when I was doing the other part. Okay, so a new type of box is created. The new type of box is a puzzle box. So puzzle box inherits from hidden box. Puzzle box has the additional properties as puzzle text and solution. Okay, so this is going to be using inheritance, which comes up quite a bit. So how do we inherit from our other class? We just write the class below. So it's going to be class, small letters, puzzle box. Then we're going to have brackets, and in the brackets I'm putting the name of what I am inheriting from, so hidden box. Okay, now it says I have two additional properties. I've got solution and puzzle text. So just now, here it's easy to make a mistake because we did all this before the last time, right? So we've got to do the same again here. It's not as specific to us. It's not as, not sure how to say it. It doesn't tell us it quite as directly that we have to do it, but we do. Okay, so we're going to have declare private puzzle text, and it's as a string. And then we're going to have declare private solution, and that's also going to be a string. Done. Okay, so additional properties, and then the constructor extends the constructor from hidden box, but also takes these two other values as well. So what I can do is I can just take my constructor from here to begin with, and put it inside of my puzzle box. That didn't work. Try again. Control C, Control V. Yay, that time worked. Now I've got two additional values to take. I've got to take the puzzle text, and again I'm going to add a P on the end just for safety, and then I'm going to have solution P on the end as well. Now, and a colon, good. Now this is getting quite thingy, so I need to make my screen bigger. Okay, so the first thing I have to do though is I have to use the constructor here to deal with the majority of this stuff. So to do that, I say super, and super refers to the parent class. And then I'm going to use the function dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore done. And then I'm going to put in the first bunch of items that it's expecting in there. So I'm splitting up the old stuff and the new stuff. So the old stuff, I'm basically saying go back to that constructor and give it those 4 things that it's expecting. Easy. And then for the other ones, it's just going to be the same as before. So I'm going to do self. Oops, and these should be underscore underscore and underscore underscore. So I'm going to do self puzzle text equals puzzle text P. And I'm going to do self dot solution equals solution P. Okay, and I hope that's the constructor made for the special puzzle box. The constructor hidden to puzzle solution, write the program code for the puzzle box. Yay! If you're using Python, write the comments, we've done that already, and then copy and paste into 2E of the evidence document. Okay, cool. Annoyingly, it doesn't actually get us to use it. That's kind of sad. However, it seems that's us finished. Question 2. Yay.